Oh, that's better. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the stream. For those of you who are new, my name is Jeff Perryman, and I am the lead artist of Chain Reaction Studios. And this is, of course, Vectors and Pixels. Welcome to the Tuesday stream. We have been busy. I have been busy working on stuff for Tucson, but most importantly for battle badges, which we see right there. And I'm learning things about 3D printing and limitations of different printers, and I've come to the realization that, I'm working on just the green badge fighter right now, and so here's a few of the little shields that I've been printing up and sanding and cleaning up, which is time spent sanding. Then I'm going to magnets, and then I'm going to spray these with a plasti dip so they have this really nice coating on them and gives them their color. And I'm very, very happy overall. But it got me to thinking this is not sustainable. I think the coolness of 3D printing is its prototyping. I know it works. There it is. And I think that if you're doing something where you need a dozen or so of a thing for a project, for a single project, I think they're amazing. I think... Good morning, Sam. Yeah, coffee. Ooh, coffee. I think if you need more than a dozen or two of something, good morning, Lori. I hope you're doing well. That's where 3D printers kind of fail, sort of. It comes down to consistency, and I have not mastered it. It is definitely... Good morning, Spunkcat, and long time no see. I hope you're doing well this morning. Miss you. I know we all miss you. Coming back to this, there's a consistency issue, trying to get the parts to be consistent, and I've not mastered that part of it. It's more of an art form at this point, more than a science of going, okay, we do these, this is the parameters, boom. I haven't figured out all the parameters for the things that I'm working with, and I'm sure if I sat down and really thought about it, which I'm going to have to do, I can do that. But I get too many failures, especially with setting up my own supports, and you over support it, you're wasting material. I found that out with the swords. You under support it, these things fall off. And that's a whole nother issue, because now you got to stop, got to break down, got to clean up, got to remove the materials, and then continue on. So it's interesting when it comes to the 3D printing. Oh, something new? You mean that? Yeah, I'm trying something out. What do you guys think? There's a little background going on here. Figure I'd give it a whirl, something a little bit different. But anyway, that's my thoughts on mass production. Is 3D printers are good for small runs of things that you need, but once you start trying to scale that up, I think it fails when it comes to waste and price of materials and consistencies. Fun background, yay! Yes, fun little dance. So, anyway, this is where I am with battle badges. I'm still going to continue the production process, but it's got me thinking that I really need to find somebody or someone who is doing injection molding. I know that's not going to be cheap, so I don't think it's going to be for this project, but I want to investigate that just to get into that world, just to see what I can do with it. But neither here nor there. New fun background. Yay! We have a Halloween dragon to work on, and we're at what, part 3? Episode 35. 35. I know I've miscounted. We're probably really like 38, 39, but I'm at episode 35. Wow. So, I thought I'd do something different. A little fun background back here. And of course, this is a sepia version of the night wall that I sell. And it's a fun little thing, but I was like, I've got all kinds of backgrounds. I really don't have anything in this aspect ratio. 35 since you started count. Yeah, well, I don't always count correctly. I know there's a couple of duplicate teens in there, so I think I'm really higher than. But anyway, but I got to thinking, where am I going to be? I mean, this is fun and all, but where am I going to be? And I sepia toned it because I didn't want it to be over bright. I wanted to be the star. But I am looking for suggestions on what this needs to be. It can be, originally had an orange chain reaction thing going on and stuff. But anyway, this is not why we're here. I have people from Trovo. I have people from Twitch, and I have YouTube, and I have Facebook, and this is awesome. I have everybody here. You guys ought to shout out and say hello. I would love to hear from everybody who's in here. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go to the live action. And this is why I like this background. This, I think, feels better. It's just a little me sitting down here. And a little him up there. We left off vaguely here. I say I'm not going to touch this in the downtime, but this morning I couldn't resist. So one of the things I did is I went and hunted down a palette, which is there, a little more to the color specs that we're looking for, and I'm not real happy with the gradient of this character. So I'm going to let it sit and percolate a little bit. But in the meanwhile, I have added a little bit of color to the gray circles that are going to be pumpkins in the background. The body hanging down inside the pumpkin, I've added a little bit of blur. I've tweaked the color so it's a little warmer. It's not just a pure black shadow. And then, of course, his upper body is picking up some of that blur. And that's okay in this piece, I think. We have a moon in phase, which is awesome, but I have a moon that I tend to use, so I need to bring that in so we get some of the details overall. And then I think his eyes need a little more pop, or maybe they need to be bigger. I'm not sure. It's a baby dragon, and he doesn't feel baby enough to me. So I'm going to address some of those things, and I think, where should I start today? Where should I start? I'm going to start with a cup of coffee, because caffeine fuels my art engine. And if you want to contribute to me directly and help the channel, you can do that by hitting like or follow, or hit the little bell for notifications, or hit the guy next to you and say, hey, watch this. That helps me a lot. It'll help grow the channel. We can have some more fun. If you want to support me in a more direct version, is it this way? No, it's always the direction I'm not pointing. I have a link right down here, buymeacoffee.com/chainreaction. Every penny goes into improving like stuff like this. Although, I must admit, this was a gift. This was given to me by the fabulous Sam Boston. He had found a bunch of these and decided it would be a lot of fun to do this. Why, thank you, Chain Reaction Studios. I am really fast at typing this morning, apparently. Look, my fingers never left me hands. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you want to support me directly, right now that is the only... Gotta get this down. That is the only source of revenue that I generate. And I'm not doing this for the money, clearly. I'm doing it for the fun, and I'm doing it to have wonderful conversations with my friends and have them derail me as I try to do something serious. And I can't be serious because I'm me. Anyway, thank you very much. Yes, if you want to support me directly, you can buy me a cup of coffee /chain reaction. And hopefully this will get me into more interesting projects. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do today. I want to kind of play with the pumpkins. I kind of want to play with the head. I want to play with the moon. I'm going to kind of leave the background for the moment, so I'm not exactly sure where it's going. And I'm having some fun with it. I think I've been eyeballing this pumpkin right here ever since I started opening up this. So let's zoom in on this little bad guy. And let's turn him into a brush. Let's see, far pumpkins. Is that it? Yes. So we will call him 01. Let's turn him into a symbol. And we will call that symbol Jack-O-One. Because why not? Then we're going to get in here and we're going to play with him. So this pumpkin, let's see, let's get some proper on here. That's a 1. Okay, let's go 0.5. Oops. Had too many keys apparently. And we're going to play around with his make it a little more pumpkin-like. How's everyone doing out there? I hope everyone's well. Is that what I want? I don't know. Now it looks like a basketball. Let's not do that particular one. Let's play around with this a little bit. Let's start with mostly alive. It's like being mostly dead. Only true love. And everyone knows that quote. Let's do this as the body. Oh boy, V-body too. Woo! Can't type this morning. And then I'm going to insert a layer. And we're going to do the stem. Living my best life. Yay! And we're going to use a funky color until I figure out what I want to do with this quote-unquote stem. Pumpkins. You would think pumpkins would be fairly easy, right? No. I have to do them the hard way. And we got a little here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's bring this down a little bit. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's bring this out a little bit more. There we go. There we go, like that. Now, that makes more sense to me. We're gonna make this kind of a green. Nice dark green. Color that. That's not green. It's anything but green. Apparently I made the line green, which is fine. We'll do that. And we'll use this. Yeah, I think I want to make it a little more desaturated. Let's run it out. Oh, about there. Yeah, that'll be good. What that looks like. Yeah. Now, let's take this and we'll make it a little bit lighter. Hey, I got me a new thing. Sam's like the stream. I'm gonna assume Pantsless Pirates like me from Trovo. I have a little dinosaur jumping on me. Someone's like, where'd that come from? It's gotta be from Trovo. Thank you very much, Pantsless Pirates Gaming. And speaking of Pantsless Pirates Gaming, if if you guys just love fun, silly little things on Wednesday nights, and you want to watch the captain play Wormmate I.O., that was adorable, wasn't it? You can join the captain Wednesdays at 8 o'clock Arizona time, playing on Pantsless Pirates Gaming, which is on Facebook, Trovo, Twitter, and YouTube. And there is talks that there might be a different game being played, but I don't want to spoil that fun. So, just so you know, Pantsless Pirates Gaming is highly recommended watching. So, okay, now we're going back over here to silly dinosaur. Wow. It's like, where'd that come from? Let's put that in there. Yeah. Alrighty. And let's go back down here to the body now that we have that done. And pumpkin. Let's get that color there. And now we're going to go from here. We know there's going to be one from here. Put it right about there. One from here. Let's get this feeling a little more pumpkin-y. Yeah. A little bit that way. That feels a little bit better. Then we can have one going off like that. Add that in there like that. Add that in there. Hopefully we'll get better as we go along here. But we have pumpkin-ish going on. I don't like that one. That's no, that doesn't feel right. Something about that does not feel right. So we'll put that one in there. Alright. And then, of course, that's as a result of this. So we're just going to close this off. No one's going to really see this. We don't care. We just want to make sure that when we do different things that it fills correctly. So we're going to do that. And it gets hidden. So that works for me. Alrighty, that does work for me. Now, we've got to put a jack-o'-lantern in here. We don't need to be as detailed. In fact, we're going to call this stem. We're just going to float that face on the body here. So we're going to go insert a layer. We're going to call this face, because we can. And we're going to lock that one. We're going to lock that one so that no one can bother us. Good morning, Breathing Karma. Glad that you could join us today. Man, I have a full house. Thank you guys very much for just kind of popping in, seeing what I'm about, having some fun. Right now, it doesn't look very... It's a pumpkin. Where's the dragon? It's coming. But first, we've got a couple of things to do. Let's get dangerous. Let's just do a good old-fashioned pumpkin eyes here. Copy it. Then we're going to modify, transform, flip that bad boy. Bring it back over. Yee. Let's adjust it a little bit. And then let's rough out a mouth. Because it's a background piece. Doesn't have to be perfect. And of course, it has to be a scary background piece, so we'll throw in some teefies. Don't need very many. Dink. Make kind of a vampire pumpkin or something. Dink. 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 Oops. Clearly did not get that attached. There we go. Dink. And Pencils Pirates, good morning to you, lad. Hey. Trying to keep up with the chat and drawing. I find I'm bouncing back and forth is pretty awesome. All right, so I'm not worried about this line going down the middle here because actually, you know what? I'm gonna steal that color from the main pumpkin here. So that's not bad. But we're gonna go to where's the pumpkin? Far pumpkins, big round pumpkins, pumpkin inside. That's what we want. And we're going to pop this open. Doop. And we're just going to steal this color right here. Boink. Comes with sound effects. Those are free of charge. And we're going to come over here. Grab this guy. Zoom in a little bit. First, we'll start with just filling it. It's not going to look right, but we'll just fill it to begin with. We'll fill the eyes, and then turn on, get this on, turn that off. Let's put our glow in. Let's feather that out a little bit. Yeah, there we are. A little bit better. Now let's add some darker lines to the stem. Just that is not the color I chose. Interesting, but oh well, it is what it is. Man, nothing wants to work for me today. And let's throw this one in here. Somewhere up there. Doesn't have to go all the way. Just give us a little. Yeah, actually, I kind of like that. Nope, I don't like that as much as I thought I was going to. Let's put it there. There. A little bit better. All right. Cool, cool, cool. But it doesn't look like it's sitting in the grass. That's not right. That color will do just fine. Let's put some grass on this guy's way, shall we? Let's go ahead and put a new layer in. Let's lock everything but this new layer. Call this grass. We're going to put it in front. And we'll get out my handy dandy stylus. Go to Y. Actually, let's go brush. We don't need to do anything fancy. Okay, we should have the right color. What size are we? 2? That's good for now. Ooh, no, that's not good for now. Wowzers, that is way thick. Let's go to a 1. It's probably still going to be too thick, but it'll do the job. Yeah, that's a little better. A little more manageable. Let's just kind of... make him look like he's in the grass. With our foreground. Okay. Smooth it a little bit because it's a little jittery. There we go. Yeah. Almost like I know what I'm doing. Look at that. Woo! We have a pumpkin. It's gonna be Halloween soon. Alright, it's gonna be Halloween in a few months. I like Halloween. Who doesn't? Alright, I can actually see the chat with this camera in this new position, which was the announcement from last week. Oh, you guys are making my heart happy. This is so nice. So many viewers now. I love it. Best holiday of the year. I agree. It's the most creative holiday of the year, that's for sure. All Hallows Eve. I know I used to know the origins of Samhain. All Hallows Eve, Halloween. It was precedes the Feast of All Saints, which is the next day, by the way. And then, of course, a few days after that, somebody tried to blow up Parliament. Oh, yeah. Remember, the 5th of November. Yeah. Of gunpowder, treasons, and plots. I see no reason why gunpowder's treasons should ever be forgot. That's the best part of that poem. The rest is... the meter just gets all weird. Alrighty, so we have our little guy over there being all giggly. I think this one we're going to do the back. It's kind of like the back. He's been cut out. We're going to still have the stem and all that, but we don't have to do a face on this one. So going back to here. Tradition originated with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. I think there's something older. That's why I'm like thinking it's a little bit older. When people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off the ghosts. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as a time to honor all the saints. I didn't know it was that late. And soon All Saints' Day incorporated some of the traditions of Samhain, but got moved one day back, somewhere along the lines. It's interesting to see how all our holidays are actually sometimes have Sumerian or Babylonian or Greek or Roman or Egyptian or Chinese backgrounds. It's really wonderful. I love the amalgamation of holidays that we think are very much, our traditions, but they're much older traditions. I love it. All right, we're going to take this little guy right here. We don't have to do a whole lot because he's already in the grass. And we're going to start off before I turn him into a symbol. Boy, lots going on my screen. We're going to take and we're going to... well, we'll use the green for now. It doesn't really matter, but let's go ahead and grab that. Wink! We're going to use the circle. We're going to not have a fill. I just kind of want to... I'll work on that position real quick. Just kind of want to have this be the back of a jack-o'-lantern. Don't know if I want it open or if I want to just put the stem coming off of here, but it's clearly been made. See how I feel about that. Not sure how I feel about that. Because I don't want to have too many eyes poking out. I want to have some here, I want to have some there, but I think this one's too close. I mean, I could just move it. I mean, I have that power, but I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting to do something else. So, with that in mind, I'm going to grab this. I'm going to turn him into Jacko 2. And then let's get in here and play with this one and see what we come up with. I'm not 100% convinced. I like this opening. Not sure how I feel about it. Like, in my head, it was a much better idea. But let's see. Looks like an orange olive at the moment, and I'm okay with that. Let's play around with the lines here. That's a thing now. Now it's in yours. You're welcome. Let's do one over here. Ha ha! Do one there. Ha ha! Another one over here. Ha! That's good enough. That'll work. And of course, I know these will meet here, but first, let's put in, okay, this is the body. We're going to keep these constructions fairly simple. And then we're going to add the stem. By the way, thank you, Sam, for the All Saints translation there. We're not only artsy, we're informative and educational. No, not really. But it's fun to think so. See, I like this better. I mean, even though I'm still in a box, you kind of see the stuff I'm doing over here, and I don't seem to take up as much real estate. I think this is successful. I think this, at least that, needs work. But overall, I think this looks pretty good. I'm getting little highlights here. I've got sunlight coming in, but it's useful. And actually, I'm not as blown out because of this background. So I'm really happy about this overall. Okay, back to my little hole. I'm back in my box. Okay, let's play around with this because now that we've... Oh, I was going to put the stem on there. But let's do this real quick. Yeah, that'll work. And then I'll take these lines into sort of a center, and we'll put the stem on top of that. Series up in here. Got quiet. It was a cut street. I don't know how I feel about this line, but alright. That line bothers me. Don't know why. Now let's lock that down. Let's go back to our stem. We know we had a green we liked, but hey. Did it save it? Of course, that would have been useful. Alright, so we'll just do a different one. First of all, I set this one, then we desaturated over here someplace. That'll work. And then based on that, we are going to, let's create a crazy stem. Ooh. That'll work. Good enough for government work, right? Yeah. And we'll take a version of this color for now. And we're going to do a slightly lighter color. I hope I'm entertaining, if nothing else annoying. Keeps you awake. For those of you who are at work, lighter version of that. And then we will go back to our lines. Our beanstalk this bad boy. Quit it. There we go. Here we are. I know I could just zoom in, but you know, where's the fun in that? There we go. Probably a detail that I don't really need to be putting in here. Alright. Yeah, that'll work. So now we have the back of a pumpkin. All that work for the back of a pumpkin. Really? But, and I'll probably have to lighten those lines up. It looks more like a spider web than it does the top of a pumpkin. Might have to think about that. Maybe, you know, just show the lid coming off just a little bit kind of thing. We'll think about that. But I think the first thing I can do is I'll just lighten these lines just a hair so they're not so prevalent. So let's get down here, grab everything. Yep. And this is the color here. So let's take that color to there. See what that does. 0.5, 0.25. Thin them up just a hair. I guess I could just get rid of the lid. I like everything but that. And then we put everything back to where it was. We'll even make it dark again. But yeah, this, not buying it as much as I thought I would. Oops, wrong thing. Now I'm working in Adobe Animate. If anybody has any questions, I would not mind answering them. It's a vector-based program. And it does a lot of the things that Illustrate does, but I never really got into Illustrate. I really should. Illustrator is a very powerful program, but for what I do, it's akin to swatting flies with a nuke. So, I don't. And I just find this a little more intuitive. Illustrator, not so much. I'll save, because save often. Alrighty, so we have a couple of our pumpkins in there. That's looking good. Let's move this little guy. Let's put him over here. That's my brush. So I can do different things. Oops. And there we go. Alright, so this is where we are. Don't mind this little red outline. It's just telling me that I have a layer open, and that is showing off the mask, which is the big pink thing. It's just telling me it's there. That's the shape of it, because it gets mad when everything's unlocked. See, it's happy now. Alright, so we have a pumpkin there, and I definitely am looking forward to doing heavier shadowing on these, so this guy will fit in a lot better with this moon. But we do have another little dude over here, and now comes the portion of the show we call audience participation. What expression? I'm going to drink a cup of coffee. And if you want to support me, like I keep saying, you can. It's always over here. buymeacupofcoffee.com/chainreaction. Oh, that's good. And hot, too. If you know the quote. That's good coffee. Hot, too. Well, look, it's my invisible rag. Whoa! Whoa! What? It's my material. Anywho, anyone got ideas? Happy, evil, scared? Meh. What is the expression of this background pumpkin? It could be most anything. Bueller. Bueller. Surprised. We could do that. We have surprised. I will start punning if you don't answer. Well, while you guys are making up your minds, I'm going to put in the pumpkin grid. Almost sounds like the Pumpkin King. I'm going to put in the pumpkin grid. It's inside, it's mid-ground, 4 pumpkins. Alright. Nice dividing line here. Gives us something to work from. We're going to put the stem on top on the... Whoa! Hey! No. Bad. And then this is another one that we're going to put into the grass. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we like that. Ooh, we don't like that. A surprised expression is all I'm seeing. And if that's going to be the case, then we have a winner. First, we have to put in all the fun stuff. Kind of like using this lighter color. It's not going to stay this color, but... Yep, that's what I thought. There we go. Alrighty. Nope, wrong thing. These guys are going to be this color. Okay, surprised it is. And you know what? I don't think we need that one. I think that's... No, we did need that one. I lied. We needed it. Which means we need one over here. That's okay. Ah! Man, I cannot grab things to save my life today. Let's drag this in just a little bit. Alrighty. We're going to take this bad guy, which I probably should have done this before I did the lines. Turn him into a symbol. Alright. And that symbol is going to be Jacko 3. Alright, Jack. Let's get in here. Let's get dangerous. Another quote. Okay, we're going to call this the body. And then we're going to add a stem. So we're going to insert a layer. Go ahead and lock the body down because I'm happy with that. Call this stem. Keeping the construction fairly simple. Again, just a few layers to make these pumpkins because they're background pumpkins. We don't need to go into tons of layers. Alright, so this will be that. I said this will be that. It's not listening. This will be that, but darker. This is over here. All right, back to what I was doing. Alrighty, doo-doo-doo. Looks like Kermit the Frog. Collar. And that's not what I asked for. Computer, quit it. Thank you. Let's get this in here. Let's do this over there. Throw some over this over here. Let's see. that, and we get some more erk there. There we go. Now we can fill that bad boy. Ooh. Aha. Surprised, huh? Samuel L. Jackson surprised, or just general whoa surprised? You know, surprise words we can't say on the stream. Well, that's not doing it. There we go. And let's extra fries. Alrighty, so we got the stem down. Now, let's lock that down. Let's go face. Let's insert a layer. Just general whoa. Okay, we got whoa. I'm good at whoa. Let's go back to this color here. Oops. There we go. Let's do this, but we'll get rid of the fill. And let's take a look at our pumpkin here. Whoops. He took off. There we go. It's a good start. Whoa. Starting to slow down on me, computer. Stop it. Transform, transform, transform. Whoa. Oh, doggone it. That thing I keep doing. Letting go before I'm ready. Ah! Get back over here. Computer, you're being naughty. Here we go. Now, get it into place. Let go of the mouse. Then let go of the keyboard. There we go. It's running through my head. Boys and girls of every age. Come with us and you shall see. Copyrighted material inserted here. Alrighty, now let's go back out and get that color. Unless it's, did it? Oh, it did save it. Sweet. Sometimes it saves it, sometimes it doesn't. So we go over here and get the glow. Hello, we put in the glow. And then we grab all of this. And throw in an actual, get an F, smooth that light source around. And maybe open it up just a little bit. There we go. That's not bad. What do you think? Whoa. Dude. He's not in the grass, though. Gotta fix that. So let's get back in here. This is why I turn them into symbols, so I can layer things, and they can have their own layers. Like it? Awesome. Okay, let's lock the face down. Let's throw up some grass. Insert a layer. Let's see what we got going on here. Hey, Tucker has liked. I missed that. I was like 22 minutes ago. I was so focused. I missed. I knew I saw stuff going on over here, but I was focused over here. Sorry, Tucker. Thank you for liking. All right, back to this. Let's get out my stylus. Handy dandy stylus. Let's throw in some grass. Don't want to cover his mouth, but we do want him in the grass. There's that. Just in case. Fill that. Grab it. Let's smooth it just a little bit. And let's go back out to the scene. And he fits in just nicely. Alrighty, one left, one on the fence. Now I think we're going to put some vines and things in the background too. Maybe a few in the foreground. We'll figure that out. We'll come back to the dragon though after we do this one guy right here. One more. In a world where a pumpkin is on a fence, one artist will determine his fate and expression. Alright. Put this back here. And again, time for some coffee. And as one of the, my week has started out with a bang. Let me tell you that. Work has been fun. And I need all the coffee I can get as a result. So, if you guys want to directly support me, and I know this is like the third time I've said this, shut up, everyone says. But, if you want to help me out directly, you can buy me a cup of coffee at buymeacoffee.com/chainreaction. But more importantly than that, I could use your likes and follows and notification bar when I come on so that you guys know I'm here. Share to your friends. Reach out to the guy next to you and go, hey, check this out if it's something you think they'd like. If there are other artists out there, I love collaborating. I love talking art and just being generally silly. So come on in, hang out, have your own coffee. We'll make this work. All right, last pumpkin. I'm trying not to blast you with the buy me a cup of coffee things, but hey, we're here. All right, let's see. What are we going to do with this last one? He is on a fence pole, which is blurred, which means he's going to be a little bit blurred. We don't want to do anything too overt. That one needs to be scared. Scared, huh? The other one looks pretty. Woo. I mean, come on. Where is it? Where is it? It's over there. I mean, come on. Woo. Whoa, dude. Scared. Okay. Scared it is. Let's go ahead and grab him. And we're going to go ahead and start off the bat, turn him into a symbol. What are we going to call this one? Jakuvor. Sounds like a character name for WoW. Jakuvor. The sexy pirate. Alright. Alright. Let go. There we go. And let's... There we go. Let's lose some room here. Yeah. Again, they look more like basketballs to me than pumpkins until we get the faces on them. Scared. How do I want to do this? Well, that's the body. For now. Let's lock that bot. Computer, quit being annoying. Let's insert another layer. Let's do the stem. And let's put the stem off the back. So let's put the stem back here. And again, we're just going to grab a color. Going to desaturate that color. Over here someplace. That looks good. And we don't have to go to a lot of detail on this stem. Trying to decide if I want to do... Yeah, I want to do this. Rah! Scared, huh? Well, that's going to be reflected a little bit here in his stem. That, and then let's go ahead and hide this real quick so I can clean this up. Oh yeah, it doesn't like being zoomed in this far. My computer's like, what are you doing? Stop it. Like, no, we're gonna do this. You're not gonna like it, but we're gonna do this. Kind of like getting children off to school. You're not gonna like it, but we're doing it. There we go. That's just another one right here. And we'll add some emotion to the stem if need be. But I kind of like it as is. Set that around there. No, let's keep it flat. I like that flat. And then let's bring that pumpkin back. And this one needs a leaf. What do pumpkin leaves look like? I don't know. Insert a layer. Let's create a leaf. It's going to be small, so it doesn't really matter. Let's do a darker version of this. Definitely more desaturated. They're kind of small. I'm going to rough it out here. I think my computer is really not playing with me today. It does not like to be zoomed in this far. There we go. I think they're kind of fat little leaves. I need to go on a diet kind of leaf. It's going to be in the background and kind of blurred, so it really doesn't matter that much. There we go. Maybe a bit too much, but that's fine. Okay, that works for me. Now the scared part. Let's lock all this. Let's go new layer, face, this. Oh wait, cancel that. Cancel that. Let's get some eyes on here. Wow! That's the right idea. Oh yeah, computer not liking my zoomed inness. This is... Oh, that's no wonder. I'm at 2,000% zoom. That's the maximum, by the way. That's why it's freaking out. Not liking that. While I'm in here, let's turn snap. And, you know, while I'm thinking about it, let's go file save. Because, you know, it's acting weird. I'll turn my snapping tools off here momentarily. More centered. Work with me. I let go. Grab this. And this. I said, and this. Thank you. And if you're carving pumpkins this year and you use one of my faces as inspiration, please send me pictures. All right. Clean this up a little bit. Zoom in anymore. Nope. Yep. Just trying to clean it up. Yep, I think that's it right there. Alright, now we need a face. Or a mouth. Play around with this just a little bit because it's a pumpkin. Looks too much like a smile. Do this as a pumpkin. Can we do it like this? Oh wait, I need to turn snapping back on. It's great to turn snapping off every now and then, but you better remember to put it back. It'll bite you in the butt. There we go. Dink. And then Alright, there we go. It's kind of hard to do that as a pumpkin, but I think we've got it close. And then we go ink. Ink. Up a little bit, and let's give the computer a break because we're way zoomed in here. But he also needs a bit of blur, so I need to figure out what the fence is at real fast. Fence is at a 4. So we're going to add a blur to him, and I think, ooh, 4 is a bit much for him. But he still needs to be blurred just a little bit. And then I think we also need to take him down a hair. I think we're going to do a adjust color. We're going to take his saturation down just a little bit. There we go. Might do the same for this guy right here. Just a hair. Let's take his saturation so he's not so prominent. We want our baby dragon to be the most prominent focal point. So we're going to desaturate these guys just a little bit. This one really doesn't need that much, but we're going to do it out of consistency. There we go. All right. And those are our pumpkins. What do you guys think? You like that expression? Little mater in there. Whoa. Ah. And of course we have our dragon. Alrighty. Here we are. We're literally 1 hour in. We've done 4 pumpkins. Took me an hour to do 4 pumpkins. Getting old. Alrighty. Let's see. What shall we address next? I am not wowed by this color transition. So let's see if we can come up with a complementary. I'm going to go wild here for just a second. And let's see. Let's see if adding some color to the fringe. Let's just do a purple real quick. Probably not going to be what we stay with, but we'll just toss it in there for funs and grins. Just kind of get it to pop a little bit. See, we know we don't want this, but what do we want? Well, let's... Also looks like I got a little cleanup to do here on this cheek. And let's do that for now. And then while we're here, let's clean this up just a hair. Scene. The purple doesn't suck. going to work with some of the other details here to kind of let this percolate in my brain some more. So let's work on the horn outlines and the toofies. Let's give them more of a outline. That works. And now let's do a gradient. Guess we're gonna have to start new gradient. Where'd my gradient thing go? I moved this over here, but that was just the brush. Where's the gradient? Gonna make me work for it, aren't they? Window. Brush library. This might be the wrong. Tools. Yeah, that's tools. So text, modify, control, debug. It should be under modify. Should be under window. Alrighty, properties, tools, timeline, motion, frame picker, layer depth, actions. These are not things always this color. Yeah, that'll work. Ah. And we're gonna make a gradient, and this is backwards. See, it's not what I want anyway. I want a radial. See, it's black, and this, it's just messed up. So we're gonna make this our light color. Wow, it's much lighter than I thought it was gonna be. And then we will take the same color, I hope, and then we will darken it, make it a little richer. Add a little red to it, just a titch. And is it too dark with that background, or will it be backlit? So here's what we're going to do. Is we're going to put this back so I have it, because I seem to have lost it before. What we're going to do is we're going to just light him as normal, and then I've got a technique I want to do where I actually draw the shadows in. I'm going to have him lit from underneath with some of this warm color from the pumpkin. And so the bottom of his chin and teeth and stuff like that are going to pick up some of the light. His paws won't, and they're going to be darker, just a hair darker. And I'm going to be darkening the pumpkin just a little bit, but I'm also going to add some shadows here and there, doing some other effects. Right now we're just kind of roughing out the general color paths on this guy. So yeah, it's going to be fun trying to do some of the lighting effects. But right now, let's just kind of get the general gist of the gradients in here. And so we got a moon. So we got, we gotta have a nice highlight here eventually from the moon, as well as over on this side. And then this will be in shadows along with the back of the head and stuff. But for now, we're just kind of roughing out some general gradients, which is why I made this. And actually, I need to darken this just a hair more. There's not enough to work with there. So let's drop this in here. Face looks like it is moonlit, but the horns are not. That's because we haven't done any colors on the horns yet. They're just a flat color right now. We are changing that. Whoop. That's what this gradient's about. So pop that back in there. I'm gonna go okay. That's the teeth. We want the horns. Want to make sure on the right one. We're gonna go whoop. Now, of course, that didn't do what I wanted to do. Whoop, there we go. And whoop, there we go. And we're gonna play around with that just a little bit. That's amore. We're playing with the moon. Okay, now we're going to take this same concept, but we're going to make this one color here lighter, more yellow, because the teeth are a little more on the yellow side. Do the same thing. Ooh, actually, there's a pretty good color right there to work with. Yeah. Pop this back in here and go, hey! And then we're going to actually cheat a little bit. I'm going to feather this out. take the gradient spread from this and put it to there. Not quite what I had in mind, but I think we can work with it just a little bit. Ooh, just a little bit. Ooh, a little bit more. Maybe, okay, maybe not. Let's give you your own gradient, because I'm my own person. Not gonna lock to fill. There we go, that's a little better. So that's where we are. I think this needs to be lighter. So we're gonna make this the middle color. We're gonna lighten this one just up a little bit. And come over here. There we go. Come on, F. Okay. Oh, turn that off. Whoop. There we go. Just a little lighter. Make that a little darker, but I'm still going to give it the new. Just a little bit. There. All right. And of course, the same can be said for the fringe here. It doesn't have any love. Are we liking the purple? How are we feeling about that purple? Let's go back over here. Blink. Not sure yet. Still percolating. Let's see. Eyes and pupils. Aha. Let's play around with these just a little bit. Ooh. Just a little bigger. Ooh. Maybe a little. Actually, whoops. Let's not do that part. Let's undo the pupils. I may hate this. I may not. We'll see. I do know that I want a new gradient. Very subtle. Yes, I do. You're the purple pirate. Of course you like the purple. Oh, for some reason I did not put a gradient in. Why did that not put a gradient in? Whoop. That's a little better. And I'm going to grab this. Sneeze. Well, I was doing good there for a minute. Excuse me. I was doing good there for a little bit. Alrighty, let's try that again. Apparently I'm allergic to this part of the process. Oh, that's right. I moved everything but the mask. All right. Told you I was going to hate this. There is a eye mask right here. That's the old position. Alright, let's delete that. Ooh, no, let's not delete that. Let's grab this, delete this. If we don't like it, we'll put it back. See. Paste in place. Let's make it this weird purple color. Now let's go back out here. Okay, that feels a little more baby-esque. I need to still work with the pupils a little bit, but I think that's better. Let's turn this off because it's going to force me to snap. Just want to take a little bit off here. And then what we're going to do, we're going to turn this, yeah, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's make this pupil. We'll only use one. And we're going to have some fun with it. We're going to make a new gradient. We're going to make this gradient radial. And we're going to make it black on black. It's a black on black. It's a theme. We're going to go, instead of pure black, we're going to go to kind of a secondary, like a gem. Let's put this over here. Let's turn this off. And then let's hit this. Okay, it's very subtle. In fact, it's probably too subtle for print. So we're going to mess with it just a little bit. Up. There we go. That's what I'm after. Just a little bit of that gemmed stone. So this is the pupil. Going to insert a layer, lock this down, go to pure white, go to a brush. Too small, but we do want that one. Actually. Too big. Yep. Now we can go to the one. Oops. Yeah, that works. And we're going to take. Bye-bye. Make it just a little smaller. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? I like the eyes a little bit better. I think I need to smooth that one out, but I like these eyes a little bit better. Alrighty, are you guys still alive out there? We are about an hour 25 in. It's not bad, getting a little bit more net done. You like that? Works for you? Alrighty. Still not sure what I want to do with this color gradient. It's growing on me. Don't get me wrong, it's growing on me. I mean, I did do the research. So, this is the gradient I'm working from. Well, the blue part, I'm going from this to something right about in there. So, now I have clouds floating by my head. This pumpkin kills me. Ah! Zoop. Alrighty. Well, let's play with the concept of some vines back here. No, let's not do that just yet. Let's continue working on this head so we can get an idea of shadows and highlights and stuff. Maybe out of that I'll get a better sense of the color. But since we like the purple, no one said anything about, no, the purple's horrible, much to the captain's happiness. Sorry if I'm snuffling and leaky today. But since we're going to keep this purple, let's go over here. It looks so weird without the mask. There we go. And then, actually, let's unlock it real quick to figure out where this is. Then we can lock all of this down. There we go. Let's get another gradient going on here. And we know that it's going to be this color. Nope. Yes, actually it is. You know, that blue's not bad, but let's add some red to that blue. That's not too horrible. Let's add some more. Well, that's not reading at all. What's going on here? There we go. Okay. Unknown error. Quitting the application. This is why you save often. Save changes. Why, yes, I would like to. Because I think I would cry otherwise. Adventurer. Oh my god, I love those guys. Let's bring up the software again. Didn't like something I did. I think it's the way I got color from two different color palettes, and I went, nope. But we got this, so we'll just come over here to the big camera while all that's loading up. You like the background? Where should I be? Where should I be next week? Something that I draw. It's gonna put me in a cave, dungeon, something. Maybe in one of my pubs. Where should I be next week? Looking for suggestions. Let's bring this back up. There we go. Right where we left off. Oh, let's see. We need to do... Let's do these real quick. Is this the right color? It is. Toesies. It's not really toesies. It's more like fingers. Outside the pub. Alright, you know me. I'm a little pub. There we go. Let's do that. Alright, we're starting to get far enough along. I can start doing some of my effects too. So, we lost the gradient. Oh no. Got all upset at our gradient. Didn't like the way we were choosing said gradient. Alright, how did I get a darker? I must have grabbed the line. Okay, how did I get a darker color already? Alright, let's put this as the middle. We're going to do a desaturated, lighter version. Because moonlight, you know. It's down there. Going to close that off. It's not showing up. Hello? Is this what we're doing? Oh. I did it for the lines, not for the fill. Back to the drawing board. I wish I could just copy this up there. But that would be... Ooh. It hurt me. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab this. Right about there. That'll work. Yeah, let's tighten it up just a little bit. A little more Alright. That gives us a little bit of lighting on his cheek. Just a little bit. Outside the pupil. Alright. Still not sold on that gradient for the skin. It's growing on me, but still not sold on it. It's just, I don't feel like I have quite the control I want over it. Let's get dangerous. Let's move this around a little bit so it's more. Ooh, he's in shadow now. Put more on his cheek. Okay, I like that. We are seeing you, not the art. But I am art. Ask my mom. Anyway. I like that better. I can work with that. I can work with this. Yeah. So do the nostrils here real quick. Let's get everybody on the same page. Yeah, I can work with this gradient a little better. This, yeah, I'm on board with this. All right, and with that, let's. Ooh, that line needs to go away. Eyes, yeah, this line is wrong now. Let's go ahead and delete it because I don't think it's needed anymore. No. Had to pop off for a quick meeting. Just you on the screen. Not sure how long. Well, thank you very much. Do 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 do. Control C. Let's go above and beyond here. Insert a layer. Paste place. Let's get rid of these. And then if I lock it down, it did not do what I wanted it to do. Why? Oh, it's because it's still underneath the mask. There we go. Why did it not move it? I said, there. Good grief. Alrighty. That's what I want to see. Pain in the butt trying to get something out of a mask, apparently. Alrighty. Let's go down here to the head. Nope, I want the horns. Wink. This is what I want. Oh. Sorry. This is why I need a live editor. So let me show you what I've been doing. I like this gradient a lot. I've been working on the eyes. I gotta do this at least once a stream, apparently. Oy shamoi. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna work on these horns. I'm gonna do a little bit of a lighting pass on these horns. I've got to do it at least once a stream. Alright, we're going to add a little bit of just to see how I like it. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. I might even lighten it up just a little bit more. Yeah. That's me, Durgan. Got to start somewhere. We're going to start with these horns, and then we'll apply what we've learned to everything else. So let's... Oops, I don't want to do that. I want to do... kind of... that. Then we're going to find a dark color, and just make it a hair darker. That might be a hair too dark. Yeah, it's a hair too dark, in my opinion. Let's bring it up. No, let's do this. Let's just this color for... No, it is the dark. Okay. I am the night. I think that's too much, in my opinion. I don't know, might work. Oops. Let's get in here and play around with this a little bit. Does it keep? No, that's why. Why does it keep super light? That's a little better. Yeah, give me some backlight. And then on this piece, because it's poking out just a little bit. And I think this needs to... Yeah. This is why I like vectors. Right here. Do those subtle little adjustments. Alrighty. It's already looking better. Let's save that. And I wasn't really watching the chat. See, that's what I was talking about earlier. As I get in here and I'm all focused and I'm not seeing what's going on over here, even though I should, but I don't. This is why I need a live editor. I wonder what one of those cost. Probably more than I have. I probably don't do good enough content just yet, but we're getting there. We'll see if we can afford one of those one of these days, one of these years. All right, I'm going to take a break from Dragon. The moon looks flat, looks too flat to me. I like this moon, don't get me wrong. But it needs a little more. So I have done moons in the past, and I tend to like to use the same moon because the moon is tidally locked. So of course it's going to look the same. So let's go and open up. Here I have so many projects. Oh my gosh. Let's go to nope, that's playing card art. I don't want that. I want playing card art. I want posters. And then I want night wall. Night fight will do just fine. That's green. Why is it green? Oh well. We want the moon. Dink. We'll fix it later. We'll fix it in post. Let's come over here. And there's some things I want to do. I want to keep about this one because I like this quarter moon. So we're going to keep that. I just want to make sure. Is this a... It is. Yay. So we're going to put down the moon. Go. I thought we copied it, but apparently not. Copy. Oh, it's locked. Paste. Symbol inside of itself. Alright, so moon can't be called moon. That makes sense. So for purposes of this demonstration, we're going to go and grab moon. Oh, it is green. It does bring up some possibilities. Can you see that? Yeah, you guys can see that. There. Bzzz. It does bring up some interesting possibilities. I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to rename this moon. Green. And then I'm going to copy it. Copy. And now that's been renamed, I should be able to paste it here. And then let's take all this ridiculous blur off. Let's go ahead and just remove the blur in general. Let's remove the tint. Oh. Huh. Huh. Alright, let's think about that. In the meantime, it's probably not going to stay that way, but let's think about it. I'm going to save this. We're actually going to move this over here just so I have it. And stick that there. Don't need that. Honestly, yeah. We'll play with this here in a second. Insert layer, paste in place. So I'm going to move this here. Harvest moon is better than green moon. I agree, but we're working with a green moon at the moment. Just want to get this in here. How about a green harvest moon? Nope. Up here. All right. Actually, we're going to leave just for giggles and grins, because you know it's Halloween. I'm gonna drag this whole. Alrighty. I'm gonna drag this whole thing over here to the glow. Just cuz. We'll see what it looks like. Let's get this and lock it down. Thoughts? doing that, I want to do a couple of things here. Oh, I can definitely gray it. That's not a problem. Yeah, it gives me that edge. I'm not sure I like that edge, but I like the blur there. So there's a couple of things I can do to play around with that. Would that do that? I'm going to make a mask for this and then overdraw this a little bit, but the mask will keep it, in theory, from blurring this edge, but I can have that inner edge blurred is my hope. We'll see. And yes, I can tint this green moon to whatever I want it to be. I can turn it fuchsia, which I don't think is necessary. Alright, so that is going to be my mask. And let's actually make it a mask. Alright. And it's off by a little bit. Maybe I can move this. Because what I want to do is overdraw this. I think the mask needs to be moved. Should have kept the original. That's okay. We're working with this. We're learning. Then this. B. I want to be on this layer. Hello, B. There we go. It's a fill, but I'm using a brush. Alright. That is not the color I wanted. Let's get this color. Why is it not showing me my brush options? Position, size, color, style, object tool. There we go. I just need something to go. And this may not even work. This may have been a useless. Yeah, this was useless. It's still blurring the edge of the actual brush. Alright. Well, it was something we tried. Let's delete that. We don't need this anymore. And then we're not going to blur this because this is not working. It's not a layer. We want it to be normal. And we want to go ahead and trash that. It was a thought. I just wanted to soften the edge. Now, the actual moon itself, let's make it a little paler. I do like the idea of a little bit of green in there. But, let's see, let's do adjust color. Let's take the saturation down so it's a little paler. Just a hint of that green. Because it makes it feel colder. Because if I do the white or even the blue white, it kind of blends with the sky just a little bit. What do you guys think about that? I still want to blur that edge. Let me see how that actually looks. Well, no, I know how it actually looks. It looks looks like ass. Moons. They're always difficult. A yellowish tint? Alright. That's easy enough. We're going to go up here to color effects, tint, and we're going to find a lighter yellow. Don't have to be so strong. See what that looks like just a little bit. Or umber. Do that too. So that's the yellowish. Oh, I locked it. That's why I was like, why can't I access that? Color effect. Hello? Color? I know I put a color effect on you. Don't lie to me. Put a tint on you. Okay, why is it hiding stuff? Normal blend, blend, color effects, tint. Well, tint the whole thing. That's what happened. I need to go into the brush and tint the moon. Oh, that's what I did do. Haha. And then if we don't like that, let's go with, where is it? I think it's like base umber. Yeah, it's almost like the horns. Green, umber, white, or bluish tint, which is still on the table. I also tried the gray, which was a desaturation of the green. We can also go into this and we can add a colder blue. Let's go like a Payne's gray. Bring it up just a little bit, and then this is the blue moon. You like the umber? And this is kind of a Payne's gray. Although I'm really not sold on the shadow. I need to find a better way. I mean, I could get rid of the glow. Maybe that's part of my problem. Let's get rid of the glow. And, well, I have that little bit of an edge there I can clean up, but bothering enough for me to actually do something about it. Here we go. Have an amazing meeting. Thank you very much for all the feedback. We can go with the umber again. Let's just take a look at that. Oh, right in here. That. Let's go back to the umber. So we'll put a pin in it. The nice thing about this is that I can change it until I actually print it. So another sneeze. Ow. All right. Let's go ahead and file and save this. We are coming up to 2 hours. We managed to get pumpkins done, put in the grass. A little work on the dragon's head, a little bit of work on the nails, just change the outlines. Added some purple rough, worked on the eyes, added some highlights and shadows to the horns, kind of get a feel for where we're going, and then of course, debating on the moon. Was kind of a whitish, bluish moon, got turned into a greenish moon, got turned into a bluish moon, got turned into a grayish moon, got turned into a tannish umber moon. Played around with some effects. Some were successful, some were not. That's half the fun. Let me get a Kleenex here. I'm about to be drippy, and you guys just don't need to be part of that. Be right back. Oh, that is gross. Stuff that comes out of me, I swear. But here we are. This is the Halloween dragon as we stand. You guys gave me feedback on faces. This is a lot of fun. Thank you guys very much. This is always fun. Still not sure where I want to go with the color. It's growing on me. Now that I've made that gradient a little bit wider, that blue to green works for me a little bit better. And then the shadowing should really sell that. I like the eyes a little bit bigger, a little more babyish. We didn't do anything with the main pumpkin whatsoever. I thought I was going to be working on texture passes on that, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Should there be something in the very far background? Oh, you know I got to try this because it's in the background here. Just real quick. Let's see if I can steal something. No file open. Should still be in my posters. Night wall was that's night tree. Night wall. Copy. Let's go all the way back. Just because I think it's funny to add in things from other. Straighten things out just a little bit. And then those would have to be grayed. Started. Let's go to 3. Of course, it gets rid of the moon. Let's drop this down just a little bit. And you know what? Modify, transform. There. Gives me a little more to work with. What do you guys think about that? Has a little more depth. And of course I stole it from my own artwork, but I have to work on this edge right here. A couple of things. Let's take the moon. Let's bring it a little higher. More prominent in this corner. You like that? There, and we move the moon so it's not conflicting with the shadows. And it adds a little depth. I like that. A little more depth. It was easy just to plop it in. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. I think we're going to do 8x10 prints of this, but I've been told I need to do a dragon calendar. So I think I'll do this one for Christmas. Or we're not. Let's go ahead and save this if I have it. Yeah, I have not. So let's save this. Let's come over to here. Thank you guys very much for coming along on this ride with me. It's always fun to do art with my friends. For those of you who are just watching to be watching, thank you for making it this far. You are amazing, and you definitely make me happy to have you on this journey. I want you guys to know that you're loved. And I mean that. I don't just say it just to be saying it every week. You guys are loved, and you are deserving of the love that you receive from everybody around you. Not just me, but family and friends. And we need to spread more random acts of kindness out there in the world. It's tough enough out there. We don't need to beat ourselves up. So let yourself be loved. Be sure to love those who are around you. If there's someone close to you, reach out and give them a big hug, even if they don't want it, because they probably need it. Love you guys. Thank you very much. Of course, if you want to support me, follow, like, notifications, turn 3 times on a Tuesday with a chicken on your head and jump over the flaming squirrel. Whatever it takes. It helps me out. The more people who follow, who get notified, the more we can spread this art out there and hopefully inspire some people. Thank you. I hope it was fun. I hope it was entertaining. Why, thank you very much, Ashley. In the meantime, you can buy me a cup of coffee at, well, buymeacoffee.com/chainreaction if you want to help fuel my art engine. And yes, I do owe you a meeting, Breathing Karma. Definitely. In the meantime, thank you guys very much. Have an amazing week, and we will continue with the baby dragon next time. Take care, guys. Well, I'm going to do the new thing. Watch this. Blah.